I saw this tweet the other day where it was like, what do you say to do your sound check for the podcast? And I realized I'm very uncreative because all I say is mic check 1 2 1 2. It works every time though.
After high demand.
Listening to you and Justin, that's a professional podcast right there.
The man with a voice.
He's got a wicked voice on it too. He does. He's got oh my goodness. I listen to his voice. I'm like, dude, you could go places with that voice. You are freaking phenomenal.
Has his own podcast. And what does he think?
Oh,
BoyStick presents the Honestly Lazy Podcast.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Honestly Lazy Podcast with your host, me, Mr. BoyStick. I want to turn this up. Mr. BoyStick, coming back at you with yet another new podcast. And today we have a few stories to talk about, and we got the random video of the day. You know, random video of the day being a radio show who gets a billboard finally after a campaign, and it backfires on them very, very badly, and it ends up being very funny towards me, or for me, because I enjoyed watching it. I do love the radio station. I'll say that right now, and I'll probably say it before I start watching the video. I do love the radio station and the Biggs and Barr show, but they definitely got screwed on that. But before we get into it, I'm sure you're watching this either one or two ways. On YouTube, you typed in the Honestly Lazy Podcast, and it popped right up. You saw my face. Or you were on Spotify. Either way, if you have been listening / watching for a while and you aren't subscribed or followed, you should just go do that right now because it really helps me out. I realized 100 subs by I kept saying by the end of the month. I want to try to get 100 subs by the end of the year. So we're in November now. It's the first week of November. We got a few weeks to go. We got 2 months. If you like the content, please subscribe. Let's see if I can get up to 100 subscribers before New Year's. And if I don't, well, I just keep on trucking anyways. It's not like I'm going to be that upset about it, but it definitely motivates me when I see subscribers. So if you aren't subscribed yet, but you love the content, please subscribe to the channel and give your boy some support. I love support. And also, if you like the video, please leave a like or a comment, a nice comment. I'll take mean comments too. A comment is a comment. I just want to take dislikes. Yeah, I'll probably take dislikes too. But yeah, welcome to the Honestly Lazy Podcast. It's your host, me. I tell you, it's been a while. We're on episode 35 now. I was sitting there too, when I was really getting back into this, and now I'm into the groove of it, and I have a way of doing it. Now it's are you going, people are you going to do a 50 celebration? Probably not. Probably wait till I hit 100, and then I'll do a little celebration, 100 episodes. I had 100 different things to fucking talk about. That's pretty crazy. But for right now, it's just, we're just keep on trekking. But the first story I want to talk about today, is just I've said it before. I said it when William Shatner went up to space. I said it then, but I guess I'm saying it again. But those billionaires, man, they could be doing so much more with their money. So many more important things than sending old people off to space. But it seems as though one of the billionaires is finally. Sorry, man. I got my throat's itchy. Hang on, let me take a swig beer. One of the billionaires is willing to finally put his money where his mouth is. So let me explain it. Billionaire Elon Musk. Tesla man. The man who doesn't know how to smoke a blunt properly on the Joe Rogan podcast. The man who named his daughter, or was it whatever, his kid, a fucking math equation. Elon Musk. One guy in an article said, 2% of Elon Musk's net worth or something like that, or how much he's worth, I guess his net worth, could cure world hunger. I mean, I think so. Yes, it could probably maybe $6 million or $6 billion. Yes, I'd probably, if not cure it, at least put a nice filthy dent into the world hunger issue. I mean, I feel like him and Bezos, whatever the fuck his name is, lazy eyed man from Amazon, they both, like, imagine if they both put their money together and tried to make a difference. Oh my, there we go. That's not working. And like, you know, they could like do so much, and world hunger is one of the biggest things. That's one thing they could do. So of course Elon Musk came out and said, yeah, I'll do it. I'll put up the $6 million or $6 billion. I keep saying million. $6 billion if the UN can show and can prove to me that it will cure world hunger. I guess there's been a lot of mixed opinions about the whole thing, and I mean, I don't know. It's like I get the mixed opinions. In my opinion, yeah, like as a businessman, you say, oh, you know, 2% of your wages could cure world hunger, and it's like, sure, you're just saying that, but if you can prove it to me, then I'll back it. I am full on with Elon Musk on this one. Like, if they can literally show him a plan and be like, this is how we can do it, here's the stepping stones to cure it, Elon Musk will literally back it. But at this point, do they actually have a plan, or were they just trying to make Elon Musk look bad and he fucking just said, I'll do it, let's see what you can do about it. And this is like a huge step. Like, this could be like a history, like a big history lesson. Like billionaires, like fucking didn't exist like of like, you know, 40 years, or maybe they did, but like not too many of them. Now these guys, there's billionaires everywhere, from like Amazon, Tesla. Joe Rogan made $100 million because of a podcast, you know, like Mayweather just from punching people in the head. Like people are making money in such crazy ways, and like, you know, all they do is just flex what they buy with it. But now it's actually a very happy thing for me to see that Elon Musk is literally like, if you can show me the science behind it, or show me the plan, you got to give me a plan. And if it makes sense to me, and by the way, Elon Musk is a very smart man. If it makes sense to him, that means it'll probably work. All you gotta do is make the plan, and then world hunger could be cured. Seems simple enough. $6 billion, man. This guy is willing to back it. But whenever someone like that, like Elon Musk, literally sitting there saying, I will do it, there will always be a copycat. And today, of course, the fucking copycat is the man himself, Mr. Jake Paul. And I have the tweet on my phone because it actually got sent to me. But Elon Musk, like, pretty much said he's willing to spend $6 billion to fight world hunger, but with a plan. Dead ass. And Elon Musk needs a plan to go forward with this. Now, what does Jake Paul do? Oh man, Jake Paul posts a tweet. So he's no interview, fucking posts a tweet saying this. I favored it. Where's my favorites? He pretty much said, oh, my phone's so slow. There we go. So here's what Jake Paul tweeted. What was this? November. Wait, what? Oh no. So a day ago. 1 day ago, he tweeted this. Yo, Elon Musk, if you donate $6 billion to UN 10 World Hunger, I will also donate $10 million if this gets 690k retweets. Literally right there speaks like fucking wonders of the different personalities that are willing to help. Elon Musk literally saying, I will do it, I need a plan. If we have a plan, I will do this for you, no problem. You know, guy with a big heart, you know, just needs a plan and he'll figure it out. Jake Paul does it for clout. I need 690k retweets, everybody seeing that I'm a good guy, to get this for me to give $10 million towards this whole thing. And like, it's just two totally different type of people. All right, there's Elon Musk, who'd sit in like a boardroom. You know, they'd have the fucking, like, you know, big, like, smart board. And they'd be going through all, like, you know, touch screen, going through each slide on a slideshow, explaining everything. And Elon Musk would be saying, like, yes. That's a great plan. And I agree with it. Then you'd have Jake Paul next to him, staring at the smart screen, like, yo, so, like, who's gonna buy my pay-per-view for Tommy Fury? Yeah, it's going to be the fight of the century. Most money Tommy Fury has ever made in a fight. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, World Hunger. Yeah. I'll give you 10 mil. But only if everybody in this room advertises my Tommy Fury fight and I get $100 million back once we start making revenue from it. And the scientists sit there like, Jake Paul, you're not going to make money off this. This is like, help the world. But no. I need $100 million back. I'm going to donate 10 now, but when this starts going up, I'm definitely going to need, like, you know, 75% of the company to, you know, keep my shit going. I could just see Jake Paul, like, literally, like, he's fucking doing it for, like, a tax write-off or something. Where Elon Musk is actually trying. And what a fucking difference in numbers. Jake's like, I'll give 10 mil. 6 billion in 10 mil. I'm sorry, 10 mil's still a lot of money, but, like, you know, Elon Musk is like, all right, Jake, just go back with your YouTube clout and go play. I know you do got a big fight coming up, but this is the big boy room, and you need to go back to your boxing gloves and play. I mean, just two totally different personalities where it's like, one's literally like, if you give me a plan, I'll do it, and the other one's like, yo, give me clout and I'll do it. Fucking idiots. Like, it's like, I swear to God, like, I swear every episode I'm talking about Jake Paul, but he just keeps doing dumb shit. And the worst part is he's making so much money off it. It's like those two fucking island boys. I'm an island boy. They're gonna be the next ones with a fucking record label and like $10 million. It's just how it's gonna work out for them. Because they went viral on fucking TikTok saying I'm an island boy. And Jake Paul used to dab on them haters, and now he's like knocking out old people that he calls his haters. But that's just the way the world works, doesn't it? Like I said, man, two totally different personalities. Alright, so welcome to the random video, the week part of the podcast where I pick a random video from the internet via Instagram, TikTok, or you know, just a short video from YouTube or something like that, and I talk about it. Now, this week's video is almost like last week's video, where I'm not really making fun of it, but it's definitely a video that I am interested in talking about. So, for a little bit of background on this video, there's a radio station that I watch all the time. Like I said at the beginning of the podcast, Biggs and Barr show, and it's a great radio show, great morning show. Actually inspired me a lot to do this new type of way of doing the podcast with the different segments and stuff. I don't know why it was theirs. A lot of people do this, but I was inspired by them, so I just kind of did it their way. So the past few weeks, they did a campaign. Their boss said if you get 500 calls on what they call the Dougie line, where people can leave voice messages, they would get a billboard. And they did it. And it took them a couple days to actually find their billboard. And they finally did. And this is like their live reaction to it. Now, I will say, I'm pretty sure, and don't quote me on this, I'm pretty sure that they actually gave out their boss's number. And people called his phone, leaving very mean voicemails. And I mean, you can literally hear it. Like, all of it. You can go on SoundCloud, types in the Biggs and Barr show, and listen to some voicemails. I mean, people were destroying their boss on these voicemails. And the worst part was they were friggin' hilarious, and I loved listening to it. Kind of still wish the campaign was going on. But this reaction alone, this is worth it. So, pretty much, they finally get... I guess someone texted them saying we found your billboard, and it was 3 minutes from the studio, and this is their live reaction. And if you're listening on Spotify, once again, I'm sorry. I'll try to describe it to you, but this is more of like you gotta watch the video. So let's just click play and watch it.
Seeing our billboard for the first time.
By the way, this is Biggs, Chris Biggs, the voice. I guess I consider him the main guy of the show. This is him walking there. He's live streaming himself finding it, and this is his reaction.
That we fought for months, and that our Jason's on the radio right now. I'm doing this. It's unbelievable. Months we spent trying to get this goddamn.
It was true. It was months of them spending trying to get a billboard, and all of it for this.
Thing.
Like, the funniest part is I don't get is how they didn't get one approved. Like, they didn't even get to see it. It just kind of went up. And by the way, the Biggs and Barr show is on a huge radio station.
Our boss, Adam, we had 1,000 calls.
1,000 calls. They were supposed to get 500, they got 1,000.
Listeners saying we should have billboards, and this is what our hilarious... It's kind of... If it wasn't us, it'd be hilarious. But here, look.
If it wasn't us, it'd be hilarious. But yeah, this is like the perfect troll I've ever seen a boss do to the guys.
Look at this.
Okay. Chris, don't swear. Jamie's putting...
So to describe it to people on SoundCloud, there's a huge billboard, and they maybe have got 1 foot by 1 1 foot of it. And they're upside down, and they're not even like even in the middle. They are like almost to the top left corner. That's their sign. And this is supposed to be like to advertise the radio station and the morning show.
Your feet up.
All right. Look at this horrendous garbage.
Good. That's pretty much the best comment to describe this. Horrendous garbage. Like, if that was me, I would be so fucking mad. Look at this horrendous garbage. Shout out, by the way, to my buddy Johnny Mac. He's actually in the comments, and he's right here. Laugh my ass off. Bet you missed 97.7. That's where they were before with all the bullshit. Adam been putting you guys through. Dougie line should be suggestions for revenge. Oh, that's a good idea. So the Dougie line should definitely be revenge on how they're going to get their boss back, because I mean they did apparently put out their boss's number, and this is a big fucking payback.
Look at this colossal waste of money.
Colossal. It's like literally like you had so much time. Like it was like it's like it's a big insult. Like I would be insulted too if I was these guys. Like you have a whole billboard and they put them up in the top left corner and they're minuscule. Like if you were driving by this right now, there's no way you would know. To me, it would still look like a blank fucking billboard.
Like I can't even zoom in close enough. And he spelled my name wrong.
His boss spelled his name instead of Biggs, Biggs. He spelled it Briggs. You had one job, get a billboard, and you misspelled his name. Like, biggest insult to the morning guys.
That's something.
You can literally hear the frustration. Like, oh, this guy is not happy with this.
Anyways, thanks, Adam. Thanks.
Adam's their boss.
For the Biggs and Barr show. Look at this.
He's like, I love how he's like, you, and he just cuts himself off. He's like literally trying not to blow up on this guy on Facebook and Instagram Live.
Look at that space.
I'm not.
It's like almost like, you know when you go to like an art museum and there's like a fucking dot in the corner and it's like, oh, I understand the contrast. It's like this is like mocking art at this point.
I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy.
This is horrendous. Like, it's not even funny. Like, we're a new show in the market. You're supposed to be helping us advertise your Rogers dollars.
The Rogers dollars just trolled the living shit out of these guys.
You waste like 100% of the billboard. We're upside down. Our name is wrong.
I forgot. Yeah, I think I said that right. They are literally, their pictures are upside down. Like their main picture for the show is upside down. This guy did everything wrong just to troll these guys. Like fucking, oh.
Can't even see the radio station. That's amazing. That is amazing. I don't even know. Like, what do...
I'm going back. Let's go back. I'm very disappointed.
I don't like. What's the point? Like, what is the point? Good trick. Like, good prank, Adam. Well done.
You can literally see now I'm saying breaks. I'm sorry. Now you can literally see it in his face. Like, dude, this guy is fucking pissed. Now, like when I first cause they went in and saw it, and then they were just like, they're the whole day on the radio station. They were like the other hosts were talking about it, and I mean, I thought this has to be fake. There's no way that this is the relationship between the boss and these guys. It has to be a bit. But I mean, excuse me, just from his reaction from this, I think this is actually real. I think like they actually hate their boss and their boss hates them. I feel like their boss is trying to fire them or something. Like, and that's the shitty part about this, is that their boss has more power. And I mean, I don't want to be like a Dean Blundell thing where I finally find a radio show that's amazing, that I love, and it just end. You know, but Dean Blundell is more savage than these guys. These guys are pretty innocent when it comes to the old, you know, like swearing or whatever. But it's a sad thing.
Done. Waste money, waste everyone's time. So stupid. I'm done. I'm turning.
Like, he's literally livid. Now, I don't blame him. Like I do agree with him. Like, yeah, you have, like, the radio station has the money. Like, they're like the fucking morning show. And what does the guy do? Just because they trolled him, so he trolled them back. But the big thing was, this was like a big, like, it's a troll. But it's like wasting money like that, like the Paul brothers or like Keemstar or like Elon Musk has, where it's just like, oh yeah, it's just a couple bucks. That's a lot of money to waste to troll these guys, to get back at these guys. Like, it's kind of it's an insult to these guys, because, like, you know, they show up every day, they do their program, and like they're amazing, they're talented, like they're good at their job, and they make the show very entertaining. It's very hard for me to really get into morning shows. Like, I have Shay, Biggs and Barr show, I have Craig Venn and Lucky, and the B team from 102.1 The Edge is okay, but it's pretty much Biggs and Barr and 102.1 The Edge. Or no, 94.9 The Rock, Craig Venn and Lucky. All the other radio shows, there's always something that irks me. The personalities just don't work out with me. Or it's just like, oh, it's so forced the way they act. And these guys actually bring like the vibe of just like, it's just like it feels like a morning show where you're just sitting around having beer with your buddies. Like the way these guys talk to each other. And it's very entertaining. So like, that is a huge troll on like their boss's side towards them, and it wasted a crap ton of money. The last thing I do want to see, though, is these guys get fired because they hate their boss, or their boss hates them and just fires them. I really hope that doesn't happen, because these guys really need to stay on the radio for my sake and for everybody else's sake.
The Honestly Lazy Podcast.
All right, so we got some YouTube boxing news on the get-go right now. Well, it's not right now, but it was in it was kind of in the news. The man himself, Mr. Idubbz, you know, the man, the myth, the legend from the Content Cops, from pretty much a bunch of stuff. I know I'm on my phone while I'm doing this, but he's pretty much known to be like the guy that no one could ever beat when it came to like Content Cops or like making a decent point in life, or making decent points in videos and content, and pretty much showing like some of the worst people on YouTube the real side, and they came and come back with a fucking response. This is what Idubbz was known for. Over the years, you know, girlfriend starts an OnlyFans, now his wife, he gets called a simp. Doesn't even bug him. Makes a video, everyone chirps him, still calling him a simp. He made the video, he doesn't fucking care. One of the type of guys that I don't know, I've never seen his subs hit over 7 million subscribers since I started watching him, but yet makes some of the most entertaining videos still to this day, barely uploads, and still somehow is making a living off YouTube. So this is Idubbz, right? And like he'll like I said, very rarely uploads. And now he came out and said he wants to do a boxing match, which to me is like, holy fuck, that'd be funny as shit to see. Like, Idubbz trying to fight. Now, Idubbz can take a lot of punishment because if you watch his old videos with like Max Mofo and anything for views, they hurt each other with like mouse traps and shit. So he definitely has a pain tolerance. But the person he called out was RiceGum. And I've said it before on old BoyStick videos and all that stuff. RiceGum, to me, is one of the biggest, pussies of YouTube in the fact. I mean, like to give a little background on this, RiceGum did call out Idubbz a few years ago. And then I think like a year ago, he DM'd his wife saying like, yo, tell your boy to fight me and all this shit. So now he has the official opportunity to fight RiceGum, or to fight Idubbz. And Idubbz is like, look, and Idubbz has put in all the work, you know, working with promoters, and like RiceGum said you do it, so you like worked with promoters, found a venue, you know, was ready to do it, and RiceGum ghosted. Once again, one of the the biggest pussy on YouTube. You know, these guys have had beef for a long time. Idubbz did do a content cop on him and destroyed him, and I feel like, you know, RiceGum wants to get back at him, but RiceGum looks like he has one of the biggest glass jaws I've ever seen. He barely even has a fucking chin. And like, I feel like if him and Idubbz fought, Idubbz would definitely win. So I mean, on top of all this, alright, so Idubbz tries to get this guy, he's ghosting. When he finally gets a hold of him, this man is like, I want like $1 million to fight. A fucking $1 million. What makes you think you're worth $1 million fight, RiceGum? You're fucking worth nothing nowadays. Like, you're fucking so, the word you say, irrelevant, that it's not even funny. This would be a chance for you to make even just a little bit more money. There's no way, like, the fact that you think you're worth $1 million for a fight, you're fucking not. If it was me, I wouldn't even give you fucking $5,000. I would give you like $100 and just one punch you. Like, you are such a fucking pussy. But, so, like, the weird part is, this man RiceGum is asking for $1 million. And then there's Idubbz, the man who barely uploads. I don't even know how he makes his money. And he's taking all of his fucking money from the fight and giving it to charity. All of the money that he makes from the fight is going towards the fighters and a charity that he picked. This is like the Elon Musk versus Jake Paul, or with the Jake Paul thing. Two different type of personalities. One for charity and one just like, oh, I want the fucking money. So Idubbz posted a video last week, pretty much saying, you're a pussy, fight me. And RiceGum did make a response. And I'm sorry, I'm not a very good reader, but I'll power through for you fellas, alright? So here was RiceGum's like most pathetic excuse of a reason why he's not fighting him anyways. I didn't even watch the video. Keem said school shooter, aka Idubbz, called me out. First off, it's crazy how everyone says I'm always craving clout. Yeah, because Idubbz did. I'm craving clout and wanting attention. I haven't posted in over a year. and on a different wave. I thought Idubbz would grow up and be more mature, but he on the same childish energy. Still making YouTube videos? Question mark. How old are you? Question mark. How am I retired and richer than you? At 23, I retired. You 31 still trying to YouTube box. I don't know what that word says. Oh, fucking cringe. When I actually did social media, here's a tweet from 2018 of me wanting to fight. So there was your chance. So now you want to fight. Why not when I asked? You are not on my level, or you're not on my level. I left YouTube, averaging 2 million views or 2 million in a video. Excuse me. I came back, you still not at 10 million subs, and your last video ain't even broke 2 million. Laughing my ass off. I typed this in 30 seconds. That's how much I care about you. Fucking broke bitch. Your most popular video is me, and you're trying everything to stay relevant. It's actually sad. I thought you were one of those cool YouTubers that low key, but you clout hungry like them. Haha. So that's RiceGum's pathetic attempt to get out of the fight while still looking tough. And I love it because everyone's like, you're a pussy. Just straight up, you're a pussy. You tried to be this tough guy and you failed miserably. It's not his first time. He said to Jake Paul and his whole crew, like, if I ever see you guys on the streets, I'm gonna smack you. And they ran into him on the streets and he tried to be friendly with them. What was the other one? Oh, he's done a bunch of shit. But either way, the fact that he's like, yo, like, I'm still rich, and that's like the biggest thing. That's all he's got. I got a feeling that RiceGum nowadays has no friends. Like, fucking Keemstar. Like, Keemstar's friend with every YouTuber. If you're big on YouTube, he's just friends with you. So don't think he's actually your fucking friend. He's using you for content. He doesn't have friends. He's just got a big house and probably a mom that he still has fucking mouth on her tit. I don't know. I've never been a fan of RiceGum, and I went on Quinn Mars' podcast back in the day, and he said fuck Idubbz, and I said fuck you. He's like, man, he chirped RiceGum. He's funny as fuck, and I was like, no, he's not. He's childish and shit. I've never cared for the guy, and the fact that he bailed on this fight literally does not surprise me. If anything, I really feel like it's a missed opportunity for RiceGum. This could be his comeback, And then, so after all this, the funny part was, after all this, now Idubbz still wants to do the fight for charity, so he's trying to find someone new to fight him. So I would say, if it was honestly anybody, I'd say try to get Leafy in on it. You two, that content cop was hilarious, even though it's deleted off YouTube, but I mean, that'd be a good fight. You guys would have your beef, and it'd be funny as shit to see you two fight, because like a little bit of training, but it'd pretty much be like Logan Paul versus KSI round 1, just fucking swinging and hopefully you connect. But it'd be very entertaining, and I would actually pay the money to watch that fight. He actually messaged Keemstar and said, you want to fight me instead, it's for charity. And Keemstar said, I only want to fight one person, that's H3. Which, if you ask me, that should be the undercard. Come on, H3, stop being a pussy. Like, you'll make money on it, and who cares if Keemstar knocks you out? And who knows, maybe you'll knock out Keemstar. But I mean, I doubt it. But it would just be entertaining, and then you guys can literally squash your beefs, because I swear to God, they have this love-hate, they really, there's so much tension, they almost look like they want to fuck each other. So I mean, I really just feel like fight and make up and then be buddies, because I feel like they would be great friends. I don't know why, after all the bullshit that they've really put each other through, but I could see them just down the road being best friends. But I don't know, RiceGum versus Idubbz was a flop. Now I want to see who Idubbz will actually fight. Like I said, Leafy's here. for an undercard, fuck, put anybody. Has to all be content, guys. Put me versus K-Boss. I'd fight K-Boss in a heartbeat. Because I feel like I could hurt him. And I feel like it'd actually be a good fight. I feel like me and him would be awesome to box each other. He's a bit taller than me. I think I could get to the same build as him and all that shit. Plus I got tattoos, so that means I fucking love pain. I don't know why he did like that. There's my tattoo. But it's very sad to see RiceGum bail out because it'd be funny to see Idubbz beat him up. But at the same time, no shit, he bailed. It's fucking RiceGum. And I think that'll do it for this week on the Honestly Lazy podcast. If you liked it or you watched it all the way through, then you should give me a subscribe or follow on Spotify. I've been having a lot of fun doing this. And for some reason, I'm on episode 35. I didn't think I'd even make it this far. So I'm almost to 40. Then I'll be on the 50s, 60s, and I'll just keep going, you know. So one day I'll have 1,000 podcasts. Then people will know who I am. But if you made it this far, might as well leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Jake Paul's a goof. Elon Musk actually cure world hunger? I don't know. It'd be nice to hear from people. If you have any questions for me for Q&A part of the podcast, which I didn't do this week because honestly no one asked me questions, I will post it on my social medias, or you can just send me it and I'll save it and answer it. Follow all my social medias down below. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you know, all the good stuff. And yeah, until next week, it's your boy Stick, and I'm out. Peace. I know you expect it to be a bit longer. Usually I ramble on, but not this week. I'm very tired. Alright. See you later.
Honestly Lazy Podcast.